Hello everyone, welcome back to our second part of the finishing CRUD operation tutorial, and we will continue to work where we stopped in the last video. Let's go back to the edit post DTO, to the create post dialog. Maybe we should change the name for the dialog, but it's up to you guys actually. I won't bother you a lot with refactoring in this tutorial, so let's just keep it. Let's just keep the name. But a good rule is to name the classes, in our case the components, by the name of what they are doing. This component is actually not only creating, but it is also editing the posts. So we could give it a different name anyway. Let's just stay on this name. Let's just, now the interesting part, we need to populate this one, new post, DTO. It might be, well, the data here can be create post DTO, or we can also say it can be a edit post. Whoops. It can be a edit post DTO. So either it is a create post DTO or a edit post DTO. In case we are editing, let's just make a check. If this is editing, then this new post model, and this name should be renamed. We call it post model because it can be a new post or a existing post. And now we say if this is editing, then this post model is equal to this data edit post DTO. And one thing I would like to do is actually this one would provide a link to the existing data. And I want no links. I just want to clone, make a copy, and maybe a clone deep, because I'm not sure how deep well, in our case, clone is enough, but if your object has a lot of layers inside it, a lot of levels, I would advise you use clone deep. And this is also a method from the nodejs library. And don't forget to add an import statement here. Good, so we cloned this edit post data. Now the post model has a new object with the data that we want to edit. The only thing is that we need some changes for the submit method. Now, those things here would be the same for create and edit. So we will move them. We will go to refactor, extract method, or you can do this by hand. You can actually extract a new method, and it will be a private method. We will call it handle submit. No, handle after submit. Whoops. And this method will receive a observable. Doesn't matter what observable. Whoops, observable. It will be a observable. It can be, it will be a post DTO observable, because this method and the edit post method returns a post DTO observable. And now what we can do in order to reduce code duplication, we can say observable, and now we paste this pipe and the subscribe method. And what we can do now, we can do the following thing. If, or even, oh yeah, we can do the following thing. We call this handle after submit, and now we can do a ternary operator. This is editing. If it is editing, then we say this post service edit post, and we will provide this post model. else we will send this here. Oops, looks a little bit ugly. We will make it a little bit more nicer. So we can move actually this one line down. We can actually move both of them down and clean up. Good, and you see it's arguing because we need to say of what type the post model will be for the edit post. And of course it will be of type edit post DTO. Now it's not arguing anymore. And you see what this method is doing. It accepts a observable, which is exactly what those post methods are returning, and it calls a pipe on those observable. In this pipe we will finalize, we will remove, we will set these loading to false for both of the methods, for create and edit post, and then we will send the data back to our references. And now we need to handle this data because we have a different method, and for the edit we will get a different reference in the edit post method. So what we can do now, we can copy paste a little bit from here, and now we get a edited post. What we can do now, we check if we get some data here. Now we want to update our list with the new data, that the data was updated, the data was edited, we got a response from our server, and we want this data to be reflected in the list. So in this case we don't push, we need to find the previous index. Well, we need to find the index of this edited post. So what we can do now, we can, all right, this is our list. We got the list from our subject. Now we can find the post index using again nodejs and the method find index. We search in the array, and our predicate is post ID equals to edited post ID. And now if this predicate returns true, the find index method will return the index from this array where our post is. And now what we can do, we can say list post index equals to edited post. So we just changed the data, and now the post list subject will send a next call with the new list. Right, let's just clean up and let's see. Okay, we have no errors. I think we are ready to test. Let's go and select this entry. All right, you see we already get a pre-filled field, so the fields are filled with our data. We can actually now try and change the title. I am a new edited title. Now the subtitle, I am a edited subtitle. I am a image URL, and the content, edited content. So now we can try and submit the data. Now you see we made this post request, we got new edited title back from our Nest API. The data in our list has been changed and everything works as expected. We didn't got any errors. Now this is I think all for our edit method. Now we need to add a way a user can delete a post. In order to do this, we can actually pick a material design button. Let's pick a icon button. Let's go to the let's see here. We will take one button from here, and inside our ng block we will add perhaps a additional row. I guess we can add a additional row. For example, let's just make ng container. Let's just copy paste, just duplicate this one, and the definition will be action. There will be no title, or we can actually make a title in the header. We can make it create a action title, and here we don't need a cell definition. Actually, we just paste the button. Let's just add delete post, and we need to change the mod icon. In order to do this, we will go to icons. Let's search for a trash icon. Oops, delete. Yeah, we will take this item, I mean the name of the icon, and we also need to add, while we have added a new multi-column definition, we also need to add it into the displayed columns, like that. I think that should work. Yeah, let's see it in action. All right, yeah, we got an error because something is wrong with this new column definition. Maybe we don't need the displayed columns. Let me check really quick. Oh yeah, we don't need it, but we don't get the new column as well, and this is not cool. Let's just see. So we have post list, we have, and I think I know what the issue is. So if we go to the table, here we need to provide for the empty cell, we need to provide this thing here, and it should now work. Let's just check. Let's go to our ng block. Yeah, it works, but there is one more issue. If we try and click on the trash icon, you see the dialog is opening, and we actually need a handler for this click event as well. So let's do it. Oops, let's go to to our button. Let's create a click. We say delete post, and then we also say event stop propagation, like that. So if we call this, Angular will stop propagating the click event on through the DOM3 to the row where this TD is rendered, and so it will stop this event here from firing when you click on just the delete button. Let's just create a method delete post, and I will show you what I mean. Now let's create a public delete post, and yeah, is it just a empty oh yeah, we also need a ID, so we can actually send to the delete post, we can send the post DTO from the list, but from that we just need the ID for the delete method. Anyway, let's just check if the propagation helped. Yes, the stop propagation method helped, and you can open your dialog by clicking on the row, but not if you click on the delete button. Anyway, let's go to our delete method, and we probably want to inform the user that there's a action happening that requires some attention. So we want like a alert box or something like that. Let's just create a simple dialog. So we will create on the top level, we will create dialogs for the top level of our block module, and we will create a alert dialog, or let's call it confirmation dialog component. Now let's create a template for it, or we can even leave the template inside the component itself. So let's create a component. Oops. Component. Oh no, a component. This is because I'm using live templates in IntelliJ, and it's creating for me those templates very quick. So we can actually remove the template URL and we can go with a simple template, because the confirmation dialog will be just a simple template. We call it app alert dialog. Whoa, confirmation dialog. Good. Now we need some templates here. Let me think. Let's just check the documentation for dialogs. This is the dialog. We have let's just look better at the examples. What we can use. We can use HTML. Yeah, for the dialog we can use a title. We say that this is confirm your action, and now we can add a dialog content. Let's say the action is not revertible. Are you sure you want to continue? Let's just throw a message to the user that something that something bad might happen, and the user should be aware of his actions. And now the last part, if we can cancel it out, we can cancel the action. Let's just see how we can do this with the dialog close. Let's just copy paste this. And here we'll continue. Oops. Continue. Yeah. Oh, come on. Yeah. Good. There is a lot of red here. We just hit Ctrl-Alt-L on in IntelliJ, and it fixes all the lint issues, and not the lint issues, but the formatting issues. All right, so this is our template. This is how it looks like. We don't need any styles here. We just need to provide. We don't need to disable it as well. And we will have a continue. Oh yeah, it might be a bad idea because, oops, sorry. The continue is a reserved word. Let's just call I don't know, submit as we had. And on submit, we will have in our constructor a reference. Let's just copy this as well, a dialog reference. And we say, well, there is nothing here, just void. And we say this dialog reference close with a result. We just say true. Because remember, if we provide a result, then we can say, yeah, on submit, the result is true. If but you choose to cancel, then the result will have nothing in it, and you can make a check using this method here after close. Anyway, we need to declare this components inside our module, and this will be our block module. We declare a confirmation dialog, and we also declare a entry component, which is which is the confirmation dialog component, like that. All right, we are almost there. We need to remove the implements on init because we don't need it, and we clean up the imports. And now if we rebuild this, we shouldn't have any errors. Now we can go to our post list component, and if we get this, well, the delete is always called with this parameter. Let's just provide this parameter here. This will be the element. Well, the cell definition creates a variable element, and this element gets data from the post list items. So for each iteration, this element will have a item inside it. Anyway, let's just go first. The Nest group is very active today. I'm sorry, guys. Anyway, let's just create a new reference, const reference to this material dialog, open confirmation dialog. And let's just see how it looks like. So if we click now on the delete button, we get a lovely confirmation dialog. But as you can see, the buttons are not materialized, and I think the text needs some tweaking. We can just go back. You know, the buttons are not materialized because we don't import the common material module, because this common material module contains all the common modules for the material from the material design library. Let's just see if that helped. Oh yes, it helped. We might want to export this module in the block module as well, just in case. Oh, I'm sorry guys, let me just close this. Good. All right, so what do we have now? We have a pretty ugly dialog. This looks not what I would like to see. Let's just see what we can do with that. So we have a title. Okay, we have dialog content. We have a form. It should look like that. Something went wrong. My dialog content, my dialog title. Do we actually have those inside the common material module? My dialog module, yes, we do have. Oh, one thing to change. Warn. I think this is the correct name, don't remember it. If you open it, yeah, this is the correct. So if we continue, please be careful. Good. Now let's tweak it a little bit. What else we need to change? So this is the actions, this is the content. We do have the same things here. Title, content, right? And actions. Yeah, this is correct. everything is correct. Maybe they have some styling here. Yeah, just the divots. Well, divots, we can also take divots and change it here. Providing this configuration object. Whoops, already copied. Good. Okay, this is a little bit better now. Maybe we should add something. And I just want to make it a little bit nicer. You see, it looks better here. Well, because it has a form here, obviously. But we don't need a form. We don't really need it. The action is not revertible. All right. Okay, let's just make it shorter. Let's make it shorter. Let's make it like that. And maybe we can make it a H4. And I think we can remove the mod dialog content as well. It looks like it's not, I think it's not roboto text, right? Font, computed, font family. No, it's not roboto. Times New Roman. What the heck? Shouldn't be like that. Why is it so? Let us rebuild the app. Maybe because it's a new file. Let's just see. I just don't like how it looks like. The text is really ugly. I don't want it to look like that. Yeah, let's refresh. Yeah, same thing here. This is looking but normal. Is this roboto? Why is this not roboto? This is very strange. This is not roboto at all. Okay, let's just do one thing. Let's remove this one and see if that helps. No? Very strange. Very strange. How about H3? No, let's just make it a P. And guys, I won't spend too much time on that. Maybe you will have a little bit more time on the markup and you can find out the better way. Also, I want to change the placement of this button. Oops. To be on the right hand. Right there. Like that. Yeah. Alright. Alright. And like that. Good. And in the post list, we continue. So let's just remove the lids. Now we can say reference after closed. We subscribe on it and can continue. Let's call it like that. So remember, this data will receive. This is our reason. This is our reason when we close the dialog from inside it. And if can continue, now we can call our delete method from this post service. And the delete method is not yet made. Let's just make it really quick. Where is our post service? Let's just find it. Let's create a delete method. Delete post ID should be number. Now we will return this post resource delete. We will handle a post ID and I think it's a observable void. Now let's create the delete method for the post resource. Let's copy this. Now let's recreate our own. Delete, edit, post ID, type number, and we return a observable type void. Now return this client, delete this URL plus post ID. All right, this should do the trick. And now we can call it inside our delete post method in post list component. Delete post DTO ID. Yep. And of course you want to subscribe. Oh, what's wrong? It's of type string. It should not be of type string. Oh yeah, here's my error. Should be number. And now we can subscribe. Actually, we don't need to subscribe. We can call our, where is our method? Huh? Oh yeah, I was looking for a method that we have created in the dialog handle after submit, but we actually do have is loading here, and we will just pick it up and reuse it, because now we want to show the user that something is happening and we are loading some data, or even if we just remove, but we want to show the progress bar, and we say that is loading is true here, and after everything is done, or we get an error, the is loading should switch back to false, so that the progress bar that we made a couple of tutorials ago, this one, will turn off. Alright, it looks like we do have now everything we need. Now let's just try it out. Alright, so let's open the console, let's clear it up, and let's create. Click on that. Yeah, you will confirm your action. Are you sure you want to continue? I'm sure, let's continue. And we've made a request to our backend with a delete. Oh, by the way, we also need to update the list after delete. Anyway, we will add it in short. So the delete returned a 200, okay, but I'm not sure if the REST endpoint have really deleted it. Let's just, oh, there is another error, post resource. Okay, we will fix it a little bit later. Let's just see. Oh yeah, you see it has been updated, so the application has been refreshed, and we don't have a post with ID 13. Let's just check it again. Let's remove this one, and it was really fast. We didn't even notice the progress bar, and if we refresh now, we see that it has been deleted. Now we also need to visualize this, that something was really removed. We need to visualize it for the user. So in order to do this, let's first fix this ugly post resource error. Let's go to our post resource. Whoops, post resource. What do you want, buddy? 29, line 29. Observable. Okay, yes. We just say as observable void. And you should be good. No, he isn't. All right. But you delete object. I'm sorry, guys. I hate to do this, but sometimes there is really no way, and you just have to do this. I'm sorry for that. Please forgive me. But I don't have time to find out what's wrong. Good, we have fixed this with any, and now the post service should return the correct type and should not argue about this. Let's go to post list component. Let's see what's wrong in there. What? Oh, I think I accidentally removed this bracket here. Yeah, good. We have cleaned the TypeScript errors. Now I want to show the user that something has been changed. First of all, we need to change the data inside our post list. So we do almost the same thing. We find the index, whoops, but this time we will search not by the returned object, because we have removed it. It should not be there. We will look for this object, post, find index, post. Exactly. So we received the post DTO in our method. We open a dialog, we confirm, it deletes everything, we get a response. We still have this post DTO object, the initial one. Although it was removed from the database, it is still in our client side and we need to remove it from our list. So we find the index where it was in our list, and now we can actually remove it. We can use a nice method from nodejs. Let's just go fast to nodejs. Yeah, nodejs, and it has a nice method, remove. What it does, it removes all elements from the array that predicate returns truthy. So what we can do now, spend a lot of time, save a lot of time. Oops, I'm sorry guys. And yeah, just use the remove method from nodejs. It will find automatically, it will find the post that predicate returns true, and this is our predicate. We say post ID inside the list should equal to the post DTO ID that we have received in our method, and if this is true, then please remove it from the list. And now we can send the new list back to our template and render it out, and let's see if that actually changed the behavior of the list. Let's just remove one of these entries, some test title, continue, and it worked. It actually worked, but still there is not enough information for a user. We need to add some more details. Let's just use a really nice component from the material library, the snack bar. This is a snack bar. So we will add it probably to our common material modules, mod snack bar module. Oops, no, we need the module, not the component. Come on. Yep. And we will export it as well. And now just we want to call it via a service, snack bar service. Let's go to our post list component, and if we have removed everything, let's just add it to our constructor. If we have removed everything, we want to show a user that this snack bar open, let's say a message. Yeah, we can provide a message without the action but with a duration. We can say the post is the post, let's just, oh yeah, we can actually do this thing here. Post post, let's actually use the title. Post DTO title has been removed. Here we provide null because we don't want any actions, and a duration to 500. Let's see this snack bar in action. Continue. Yes. Post some test title has been removed. Very, very nice. We can do the same trick if we create new posts. For example, here. Oops. Let's just copy paste this. Go here. And now new post with title has been created. Let's check it. My test title, some image, some content. Let's submit. Yep, post my test title has been created. Perfect. Now this actually concludes our part using CRUD operations. I know it's very simple, but this is actually what I wanted to show you guys, how easy it is to build a CRUD resource using NestJs and Angular. And we will continue to modify to make it more complicated, make this application be we actually want to make it a fully functional blog application. And I think that in the next part we will work on authorization, because security is a big topic and we really want to not make public APIs as we have them now, because this post resource is public, you can access it without any credentials, but we want to hide it behind a authorization guard, for example, or both on the backend side and on the client side. Anyway, thank you for watching. It was Ruben from CodeForges. See you later.